Hey there. So we got a question from someone in the group where they're trying to figure out how to access the lead information. They've pulled it down, and it looks like they've probably opened up a notepad. This is just a screenshot of what they had pulled down. They posted in the group, and so it's not really meaningful for them, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you really quick where they pulled this information down from. So here is the download page from just a test funnel that I have created in PhoneSites, and it just has a bunch of timestamps in here, or lead information from me submitting stuff in here for. It's probably a funnel that I have used multiple times for creating videos, right? Okay, so I would go ahead and select download CSV, and then just going to pull it down in my download folder. Let's go to downloads real quick. Now I'm going to open this up in Notepad really quickly, just so I can show you what that other person was seeing. I think they were opening up a Notepad just based upon the formatting and so forth. Maybe their default for opening up CSV files is Notepad or some other text editor software. My default for CSV files is Excel. You can change that. But let's go ahead and show you what this is going to look like in Notepad. Open with. So I right-clicked and then I went to Open with Notepad. And as you can see there, this is what they're seeing, right? I'm going to go ahead and close that. I'm going to open this in Excel. When I open it up in Excel, it should default to displaying the information appropriately in columns. And as you can see here, it does. So it parsed everything out into columns like it should be doing. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and open Excel really quickly. And what I want to show you is if for some reason like you're trying to open that CSV file in Excel and it doesn't parse out all the information appropriately, how you can actually make it parse out in the appropriate column. So I'm in Excel now. I'm going to go ahead and open up that file, and it's going to bring me to the text import wizard. Okay, so now I need to delimit the data. So the default here is delimited versus fixed width. Most of the time, if you're going to be using the text import wizard, it's going to be delimited as the option that you're going to be using. Okay, so let's select next. And then the next step is you want to change this to, I believe it was comma. Yeah, it's comma. So the way the data was structured in that CSV file, it's using commas to split the data in different columns, okay? And let me show you how I determine that. If I unselect that, you can see right here, so there's commas in between like my name and the email address and so forth. There's also these quotes, but it's going to pull out, it's going to extract those quotes, and it's not going to include it in the data that you see. So as you can see here, once I put in that comma, it gets rid of those quotes, right? All right, so I could select next if I want to. I'm just going to go ahead and select finish. Most of the time, you're just going to select finish. And then voila, as you can see, now we've got all of our data delimited. And then if you want to, you could copy this and then paste it over into Sheets. I'm trying to think if in Google Sheets, if that has the option to delimit data. It does. It does have. So in Excel, let me show you really quickly how you do that if you're already in Excel and you're not using that text import wizard, right? So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to open up a new sheet, and I'm going to go ahead and copy all of this. Go back over here. I'm going to dump this into column A here. And then let me show you how you can also get to that text import wizard. So initially, when I'd open up the file directly from going to Excel first and then opening up the file, it gave me that import wizard just because Excel was smart enough to see, okay, the data is structured in such a way that this looks like it's coming in from a CSV file, and it has commas that's delimiting between the different columns and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and select column A because I don't have any data over here in these other columns. It looks like it, but it doesn't. I mean, it's not. It's wrapping. So if I were to try to select all this and delete it, nothing goes away, right? Everything is in column A. So I'm going to select column A really quickly, and then I'm going to go over here to data, and then I'm going to go to text to columns. This is the text import wizard essentially that I was using before, right? It's the same thing, just now they call it the convert text to columns wizard. All right, so delimited, next, and then comma, and then finish. And there you go. So same thing. Really quickly, let's just go check in Google Sheets because I'm pretty certain Sheets has it as well. Sheets. I know that I use it. Well, I'm pretty certain that I use it enough in Sheets. It's just that it's one of those things where you do something a million times and you don't even think about it, so you're kind of second guessing yourself later when you have to stop and slow down, try to figure out, like, do I actually use this functionality in Sheets? Let's go to data and split text to columns. Sure enough, there it is. So that's the same functionality. I'm just going to go ahead and dump this data back here into Sheets, and I'll show you. We'll just do the same thing from here. So you go to data and then go split text to columns. Pretty cool, huh? So there you go. There's your data that you can split it out into different columns, both in Excel and Google Sheets. Hope that helps.